The 2025 Nobel Peace Prize was awarded to Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado for her courageous defense of democratic rights, a decision that immediately provoked a sharp rebuke from the White House. U.S. President Donald Trump, who had been aggressively campaigning for the award and had just brokered a high-profile ceasefire and hostage deal in the Gaza Strip, was passed over. White House spokesperson Stephen Cheung quickly issued a statement on social media, accusing the Norwegian Nobel Committee of placing politics over peace. This marked a significant public challenge to the committee's independence and fueled the narrative that the prize process is biased against the current administration's foreign policy successes. Analysis and reasons for the decision. The committee's decision, while politically charged, was driven by a combination of institutional rules, timing, and fundamental criteria. Institutional independence and criteria. The Norwegian Nobel Committee chair, Jørgen Vatne insisted that the decision was based solely on the work and the will of Alfred Nobel, which emphasizes fraternity between nations, disarmament, and the promotion of peace congresses. The committee has a history of resisting political pressure and open lobbying, suggesting that Trump's relentless self-promotion may have been counterproductive. By choosing Machado, they reaffirmed their commitment to recognizing activists who challenge authoritarian rule and promote democracy, a theme consistent with several past awards. The crux of timing and process. The most significant technical reason for Trump's exclusion was timing. The deadline for nominations for the 2025 prize was February 1st. The committee reportedly reached its final decision several days before the public announcement, and critically, before the Gaza ceasefire deal was officially struck. Therefore, the immediate high-profile peace deal that fueled the late speculation could not have factored into the committee's deliberation for the 2025 prize. Furthermore, many of Trump's high-profile nominations, including those citing the Gaza deal and the India-Pakistan de-escalation, arrived after the official February 1st cutoff, making them ineligible for the current year. Consequences and repercussions. The White House's public accusation of politics over peace carries several immediate and long-term consequences, both domestically and internationally. Domestic political fuel. The most immediate consequence is the reinforcement of the president's political narrative. The snub allows the administration to frame the Nobel Committee, like other international institutions, as part of a rigged system or the global elite working against his interests. This message resonates strongly with his base, transforming the diplomatic setback into a domestic political rallying cry. Diplomatic strain and integrity. The public attack places a strain on U.S.-Norway relations, as the Norwegian government, though officially separate from the independent Nobel Committee, often must manage the diplomatic fallout. Critics argue the administration's rhetoric undermines the integrity and global credibility of the prize itself, creating an environment where future awardees, like Maria Corina Machado, may face skepticism from Washington-aligned media. Furthermore, the decision highlights the high diplomatic capital staked by allies like Pakistan, which publicly nominated Trump, and now faces embarrassment after his loss. Refocus on authoritarianism. Conversely, the award to Machado sends a powerful morale-boosting message to democratic movements worldwide, particularly in Latin America. The committee deliberately elevated a key figure fighting an increasingly authoritarian regime in Venezuela, underscoring the prize's commitment to human rights and civil liberties as preconditions for lasting peace. Predictions and solutions. Prediction. It is highly likely that President Trump will continue to assert his worthiness for the Nobel Peace Prize, shifting his efforts toward the 2026 nomination cycle. Should the Gaza ceasefire hold and develop into a durable peace framework, this achievement, along with other disputed claims of conflict resolution, could make him a serious contender next year. Domestically, the administration will continue to bypass elites foreign recognition by focusing its messaging on tangible results, like saved lives and lower conflict statistics, rather than seeking validation from international bodies. Solutions, policy and committee. Sustained diplomacy over lobbying. For any administration seeking such recognition, the most effective solution is to prioritize sustained, institutional peacemaking efforts over short-term, high-profile deals and public lobbying. The prize rewards years of commitment to global fraternity, not just a single recent success. Committee clarity. While the Nobel Committee's independence is sacrosanct, maintaining robust communication that clearly separates the nomination process, February 1st deadline from the award criteria can help manage public expectations and reduce accusations of political bias, though this will likely never fully satisfy all contenders. The controversy ultimately underscores the Nobel Peace Prize's dual function, celebrating genuine humanitarian and diplomatic achievements, while simultaneously serving as a lightning rod for global political tensions.